All right, check this out. Like I had mentioned before, going to Moab. And this trip is particularly special because my brother is gonna meet me in Gallup, New Mexico, and we're gonna go to Moab together. He's coming from Louisiana, so I try not to complain too much about my drive. I think it's 6 hours and something to Gallup. But I'm packed up, I'm ready to go. And keeping in the theme of information, providing information to you guys, what I'm gonna do this trip is I'm gonna document and tally up all the expenses that that I'm spending on this trip, so kind of get an idea of how much it's gonna cost to go out. Of course, you know, there's variables, distance and how long you're staying and all the food that you buy, but I'm gonna keep track of it. My first stop's gonna be the grocery store. As much as I hate to say it, then the gas station. Whew. So I did my stops, got my groceries, I got my gas, getting on the road. Because my mother said that I had too much driving time in my last video.
We're there. Not really. But look who I ran into. Check out that bad boy. Straight from the bayous of Louisiana. Say hi.
Hey, hello from New Orleans.
My brother Casey. So, in typical Ancona fashion, campsites we were gonna go to are closed. So we're on Campendium trying to find out where we can go. And it's getting late, getting dark. It's like a broken record. I'll post more later. Shut up. So our campsites are closed. We're trying to find a place for tonight. And, you know, I don't know why they're not posted closed on the websites, but once again, I find myself looking around for a campsite and it's getting late. Oh, tracks. So, I guess I'll do more video when I get there. Oh, this is gag rope material right here.
This is your channel.
So, in an act of desperation, we hightailed it to a place called, is it Red Rock RV?
Red Rock Park.
Red Rock Park. And I don't know, it's not much. It's just our first stop, but like I said, all the other places were closed. And as you can see, we got some big old rocks over there, a lot of horses, a lot of horse activity going on. Man, look at that big old rock. And then that's my brother's truck and his setup. This is my stuff right here. But I mean, it's not really much of a campsite. So this is just a stop, kind of a stopover on our way to Moab.
With our snafu.
More to come. Packed up, moving out of, where are we, Gallup? Got my stuff all stowed. Where are we going next?
We're heading to Four Corners. Found a Conoco for $4.59. $4.49.
What'd you find?
Conoco. Gas station.
Oh, gas station. Yeah. So best to find those gas stations with the cheapest amount of gas.
Hey, it's Jews. That's how I said mine.
Jesus Christ.
What's up?
So here we are, Four Corners. It was an easy stop. It wasn't really out of the way from Gallup, New Mexico, on our way to Moab. And I tell you what, if you guys get a chance to get out this way, there's a terrain is ridiculous.
Pretty cool. Four corners.
If you're watching this, wishing you were here, just get out. Well, I know it doesn't look like it, but this is Moab. It's raining. And once again, I find myself at a campsite that I really didn't picture was going to be a campsite at Moab. But we're making the best of it. So this is going to be Uwa Lake, I suppose. And it's raining. But my brother's got his Cab canopy out, and I got my Cab canopy out. And we're just gonna, can you see me? No, too dark. Oh, I'm just gonna sit, probably drink some beer. It's about all we can do. I will say this though, it's peaceful listening to the rain. All right, so another prime example of less than desirable outcomes. Last night we stayed at Uwa Lake. Once again, it was getting dark. We were trying to look for a spot. Found some little campsite in the middle of the woods, secluded. It was raining, but it was peaceful. Not too bad, not too shabby. But it was just not exactly what I had pictured Moab camping to be like. This, however, is how I pictured Moab camping to be like. So, prime example of how to adapt and overcome. What else?
Camera doesn't do it justice.
Never does. Cheers. Action! Huh. Lean back.
Yeah.
Huh.
Drag.
No. Piece of cake, man.
There you go.
Nice and easy now.
I'm not even touching anything.
Easy. Oh, that wasn't you? Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
I didn't even have my foot on the brake or the gas. That was all truck. Hold on.
Woo.
Keep coming straight back, straight. Yep. All right, they're about to start dropping. Keep coming. Definitely your left side, and then, yep, there you go. Yep, keep coming. You're good. You're good. Both are gonna come down. Yep. Keep, yep, straight on. Yeah. Yeah, it's just flat. Just come up and over. Good. Come to the right. Come to the right. There you go.
Here we are, last day of Moab, Utah, winding down our trip. It's been a good trip so far. How many campsites we stay at?
Oh man, where did we start? Let's see, 1, 2. I think this was our 4th campsite.
Never stayed at one campsite longer than one night. Right now we're sleeping next to the Colorado River. First night we were by Lake Uwa in the rain. And then we stayed at Porcupine Rim. It's over 7,000 feet next to a 1,000 foot bluff. That was nice. Hopefully in this video I've given you a taste of the things to do in Moab. We went paddleboarding on the Colorado River. Thank you, Margaret, and sorry I broke your board.
I learned a lot on this trip. This was my first trip. It was a long one. I've been out since last Sunday, and I still got another week of traveling. But it's been a good time.
Yeah, had a chance to experience both types of camping, and kind of experience what gear works, what gear doesn't work, and let's see. The biggest thing is to just get out there and experience it for yourself. The scenery out here is just ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous, and videos don't do it justice. Need to be out here in person. Other than that, I guess happy trails.
Yep. Get out and have fun.
All right, so I wanted to do a quick debrief of our trip to Moab, Utah. First and foremost, I want to thank the people of Red Rock RV Park. It was very nice, very clean. Staff was friendly. It was a good place to stay. There was a rodeo event going on, and there was a concession stand. Made great breakfast burritos. And my breakdown for the cost of the trip. So Moab, Utah for me was 1,555 miles round trip, and this trip cost me $1,141.45. Food, I spent $221 on food. $61 of that was groceries. $160 of that was restaurants. I spent 25 bucks on propane. Gas is obviously going to be a huge expense. For me, it was $762.19 on gas. Keep in mind that my Jeep was getting between 9 and 12 miles to the gallon, probably more like 9. And then beer and souvenirs cost me $133, give or take. So that's just kind of a baseline to show you what you're going to be spending when you go out camping and exploring like this. And you know, that's without having to spend money on tickets for your destination if you're going to a park or a theme park or some other location that costs you or charges you to get in. But Moab, Utah, when people say it's God's country, I mean, it's ridiculous out there. There's something for everybody, from skydiving to kayaking to canoeing, rock climbing, Jeep tours, side-by-side tours. I mean, there is just everything that you can think of. And dispersed camping is all over the place. We paid 20 bucks, I think, for the last night we were there. So it's I tell you what, you can't go wrong with Moab, Utah. If you haven't been out there, it's worth the trip. Basically, that's all I wanted to say. It was a good trip, and I enjoyed camping with my brother. And his setup was nice. My setup was nice, and we found ourselves, you know, helping each other. So I mean, it wasn't really, we weren't asking a lot from each other. We all had our own stuff, and it was a good trip and a good experience for us. By all means, get out there and experience it for yourself.